Good evening, all. Yes. Good evening, all. Again, I welcome you all on the third day of Atal Online FDP Smart Health AI Solution for the Modern Healthcare Systems. On behalf of Vidush Somany Institute of Technology Research, Kadi, a Constituent Institute of Kadi Sarva Vishwavidyalaya, welcome you all. Now, I am briefing about today's expert, Miss Komal Lamba. Komal Lamba is a gold medalist. Hello? Yes. Komal Lamba is a gold medalist and data scientist at Signet.1 Infotech with expertise in Gen AI, machine learning, and statistics. She works on solving business problems through AI solution and has experience in leading research activities, mentoring interns, and contributing to the journal and conference publication. She is known for her ability to communicate complex ideas clearly and also serve as an editorial and reviewer boards, particularly in fields of the statistics. So without wasting time, I hand over the session to Komal ma'am. Ma'am.
Yes, thank you so much for the introduction.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, you are audible and you can share your screen now.
Okay, yeah. So, good evening, everyone.
Ma'am,
I
please start your video.
yeah, I'm doing. I'm
Okay.
doing. Just a minute. Yes. Please let me know once my skin is visible.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, visible.
Okay, perfect. So, yeah. Good evening, everyone. My name is Komal Lamba. Today, we will explore how IoT devices, especially the wearable devices, along with federated learning and generative AI, come together and build a privacy-preserving intelligent health system. And we will discuss the architect, the solutions, the flow, how data is flowing through IoTs, what is the role of machine learning, what is the role of federated learning, how we can apply machine learning along with generative AI to build the end-to-end solution, and how we can do, like how we can deploy that solution over the cloud. So today we will going to discuss from scratch to end, and we will discuss the solutioning part as well. We will discuss the development part as well as we will discuss the deployment part as well. So yeah, I'm welcoming everybody to this session, and I'm hoping that we all can connect with each other. Moreover to that, if anyone is having any doubt or and having any query in the session between any discussion, they can raise the hand, or if the like mic is disabled to the audience, like they cannot able to unmute that. So I would like to request Pooja ma'am to coordinate with me, as I won't be able to see the queries. If anyone is posting anything in the chat section, I won't be able to see, right? So Pooja ma'am, it's my humble request to you to please coordinate.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. Okay.
Okay.
And mic is also on. They can unmute whenever
Oh,
they
perfect.
require. But yes, yes.
Yeah. So before starting the technical solutioning part, the session, everything, I would like to communicate with the audience first. And for that, I would like to know the names and everything. Yeah. So, first of all, please tell me how many of you are using Gen AI in your daily life? I guess ChatGPT is the very common example which all of us are using. So I would like to know from the audience now. Okay. Okay, Tarachand, tell me yes. Okay. I don't mind if you guys want to unmute yourself and yeah, you can respond in that manner as well. Like whatever is suitable.
Yes, ma'am. I'm using ChatGPT for
Okay.
my routine work and doing many tasks for writing.
Okay. For content generation.
Yes, content generation, writing, and many things uh, by searching topics, designing, planning, everything can be done by
Learning and
ChatGPT.
everything. Yeah.
And
So
even
how was your
nowadays,
experience?
it's good. Previously,
Is it
actually,
helping?
yeah, it's helping. And previously, we were not able to make any pictures, but now we are making pictures also from ChatGPT.
Correct. Yeah. There are few models which is able to generate the visuals as well nowadays. There is one trend going on Instagram, no? Using Gemini AI, people are creating that retro images. I guess all of you are using some social media. I'm just hoping it. Okay.
Yes.
So okay, so we all are using ChatGPT or any Gen AI based application. Now, the second most important question for this session, how many of you are using any IoT based wearable devices? It can be smartwatch, it can be some patches, some ECG patches, it can be some ring or something. Is there anyone who is using iWatch or any smartwatch? No one. Anyone from the audience is using any wearable device?
Yes, smartwatches we are using. I'm using.
Okay. So only one from the audience is using smartwatch. Anyone else? Okay, fitness ring. Okay. Jyotika is using that. Okay, no problem. Okay, why I was asking this query before starting the discussion? Because this two terms is going to integrate together and we will going to discuss everything around these two things in today's session. So that's why I was interesting and I was like to know about the usage. Okay. I would like to share my experience with wearable device that is smartwatch, Apple Watch. Uh, I hope that is okay, as the audience is not using. So I guess I should share my experience. Okay. So as we see on the screen as well, this is the Apple Watch. It is having multiple functionality. It will going to track my sleep cycle as well, and it will going to tell me how effective and productive my sleep was. For an example, the actual sleep, sometimes it happens now, like we are sleeping, we are not using the mobile or we are not using any device, and we are trying to sleep, but our brain is not in that zone where it should be actually, because when we are sleeping, the waves are having different bandwidth. Our brain system, our nerve system is slows down, right? It is not active. um, if we are thinking something and if we are trying to remember something, our brain is active. So we can visualize the waves are going upwards, so the bandwidth is different when the brain is working, correct? So in that manner, the Apple Watch will going to tell us the how actual and the quality sleep I had last night. That is one of the functionality. Then of course it will help me to calculate the steps I am having in all the 24 hours and how much effective the workout is, everything regarding all the physical activities. Even it will going like it will going to remind me, like if I'm sitting for a longer time period, if I'm doing any work or if I'm doing any coding or anything, and I'm on a in a same position, like I'm on a sitting position for a while, then it will going to remind me that please stand up, it's time to stand up. Another functionality is it will going to remind me to drink water as well. Is it interesting? Is it going to help us to build the health, to move towards a healthy lifestyle? What is your thoughts, audience? I would like to know. I guess it would be
It
helpful
can,
if you guys unmute yourself and can tell me, because I don't want to just come and just say, just deliver the session. I would like to talk with the audience, and this is my pattern, because we are here to discuss something. We are not here like you just came today and I'm going to speak. Then it will be a very boring lecture kind of thing. And I don't want to do that. I hope, and for that, I need your support of each and every member who is in this session right now. Am I able to get that support?
Yes.
yes,
Okay.
madam.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah. So I was asking, how's this? How is this features? Is it seems interesting? Are this feature going to help us to move or to take a one step closer to a healthy lifestyle?
Yes,
Yes.
definitely.
Definitely.
Yes,
Yes.
madam, definitely.
Right. If I am doing something and I just forgot to drink water and it is going to tell me, like we can set the target and it is going to help me. It is going to give me the reminders that please drink water. Please take the medicines. Like in some kind of medications, the medicines which we have to take, some medicines we have to take before meals, some medicines we have to take after our meals, and some medicines we have to take at exact time, right? So my watch is giving me reminder that it's time to take the medicine, because we just have to share the data. And when it comes to Apple, we know the privacy, it is secure, right? uh yeah. And with the help of this wearable devices, we can track many of the things with related to female's body and their changes, their hormonal changes and everything. Okay, so moving ahead, this seems interesting to us, right? So in today's session, we will be going to discuss the smart health infrastructure, the IoT devices, which we can wear and we can use them in a most effective way. We will be going to discuss AI, Gen AI in healthcare specifically. We will be going to discuss federated learning for privacy preservation. Why we are going to discuss that, I'm going to tell you and you will going to tell me the solution as well. Then if I am developing something, I have to host my application, I have to deploy that somewhere. So yeah, cloud is there. We will going to discuss end-to-end solution and I'm going to walk through one of the demo, and then we will going to discuss the research parts and the challenges as well. Okay. So now let's discuss healthcare first. Let's discuss smart healthcare as well. So healthcare faces rising in chronic diseases, even the aging population, because we knows that whenever the age factor is there, some diseases going to be happen, like the ankle pains or some arthritis. And if we say that diabetic is a genetic problem, right? We sometimes says, and in younger population we heard like this, ki if I'm going to control my diet and if I'm going to uh, do the workout on a regular basis, there is a possibility that I can control the diabetes and I can control the migraine or this kind of things, right? So now we know like how we have to shift from the traditional healthcare to smart healthcare. The smart healthcare aims to shift from reactive care to continuous prevention cares. We need continuous monitoring. If I need a help from any smart device or from any IoT wearable device, that device should monitor me on a continuous manner. Is it correct?
Yes, madam.
Yes.
Correct. So with the help of this as in IoT wearable devices, we can monitor the patients remotely and we can detect the issues at the earlier stage. And with respect to each and every patient, we can design the personalized treatments as well. Let's move ahead. Okay. Now, this slide is going to tell from where we are traveling and where we are going. So, as we know, the evolution of healthcare is coming from the traditional healthcare part. Over there, we are going to doctors and we are taking their suggestions, like, or maybe doctors are coming to our place and they are treating us and everything. Okay. Nowadays, some applications are there. Over there, the doctors are available 24/7, or the chatbots are available, we can say, or some call centers kind of things are there. That is a digitalization, I can say. Over there, what is happening? If I'm having fever at midnight, I don't need to call my doctor. I can directly go to that application, or I can go to Google, or I can try to get the medicine. Okay, even we know that we can order the medicines online as well. No doubt that is an e-commerce part, but yeah, that is the evolution of healthcare, because we are getting things at our doorstep. If I want to do some test by tomorrow morning, I have to just call that green cross and that fellow comes and take the samples. This is happening, right? We all knows. So now that is a digital thing which we are living, and moving ahead, there is one step ahead, that is smart health. Now, how the smart health will going to tell? As we know, in earlier days, if I want to go through any test, even I want to do a simple blood test, I have to go to hospital and have to give my samples. Correct? But in today's era, in today's time, that laboratory person can come and take my samples. So that is a new thing. Moving ahead, I can earlier this kind of applications of the hospitals. Suppose if any one of you know, Apollo is having their application, and if a person is going through any treatment, they can register yourself. They can share the details. They can upload the reports and everything, and we can get the guidance from the doctor over the devices only. So that is a telemedicine. Now, if something is bothering me and I'm going to that application, that is current thing. What is happening right now? If I'm suffering from fever, or if I'm having cold and cough, or if I'm having any pain in any part of my body, I'm going to that application and I'm asking the queries. But one step ahead, that is a continuous remote monitoring. Okay, we all know, okay, if I am having sleepless night from last 3 nights, I'm going to fall ill for sure, because our body and our brain needs rest. Is it so? If we don't sleep for 3 days, 3 straight days, we will going to fall ill. I hope this is happening with everyone. If I'm not wrong, if anyone is not having some secret energy or something, then this is very common with all of us, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Suppose headache is very common problem, for an example.
Yes, ma'am.
Even if we travel a lot, we will be going to have, like, we will be going to feel something feverish. Correct? So as we just discussed, that Apple Watch or any wearable device is helping me to track my actual sleep. So I can get the idea, okay, I'm not sleeping properly, I should sleep. That is a continuous monitoring, and I can be in a safer side without getting ill. So this is how the technology can help us. Now, there are few examples of the wearable devices which we can wear and which can help us. Now, first is the very first example is the ECG patch. That is a patch which is going to be attached on the arms or chest portion, and that will track the heart rate, the beats, and going to tell in advance if a person is going to have any cardiac arrest. This can be used, and actually this is using in US right now. People are using it. Suppose if a person is having age like on a higher side out, that person is having blood pressure, a higher cholesterol, then doctors are recommending them that please use this patch, and you can get earlier alarms of getting any cardiac arrest, and we can give the medicine in advance, so that person can save the life, or medical system or the ecosystem can save the life of any person. If you guys are following the blogs and everything, in lots of countries we used to saw the examples that how this kind of devices are helping people to move ahead for a healthy lifestyle. They are helping to maintain the proper schedule and to tell us that you may get fall. If anyone heard, I can tell you one story if you guys are interested.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, please tell.
Okay, so if I'm not wrong, and if I'm remembering currently, this is the story of Germany, some city of that. And over there, a woman is like the medical system is able to detect 12 years earlier that maybe this woman is going to have the breast cancer because that cells are developing. And this is 12 years earlier. And if we like, if anyone knows that this can be happen to anyone, they can get the treatment correctly, right? So this is how the AI and this combination of devices can help people to understand and to get the idea what can be happen in the near future. So just like ECG patches, another example is smart beds. The insulin pumps is also there. This is specifically for diabetic patients, and the smart ambulance is also there. Moreover to that, this smart ambulance is nothing. They are just the connected ambulance, which sometimes we used to known as mobile ambulance. So the medical devices have regulatory and accuracy constraints, using which these consumer devices are useful to all the what should I say? All the pollution populations which are using this in a best effective manner. Now, this all are the type of wearable devices which we just discussed. These are the rings. These are the watches, the fitness trackers, and all these things. We all discuss these things. Let me move ahead. This have some smart clothing as well, and each one of them are having some trade-off and the power accuracy along with that. And these devices are come with some kind of certifications as well, over where we can track everything. Okay, so let's understand how data is flowing, because all of us know. Okay, first I need to understand how many of you having the implementation experience with the AI. आप लोगों में से किसी ने भी ever trained any machine learning, deep learning model, or any of
Yes.
you build a RAG based chatbot or fine tune any LLM model? आप लोगों ने ऐसा कुछ भी किया हो ever? I would just like to understand the expertise and the experience you guys having. I guess audience ने शाम की चाय नहीं पी है.
No,
No, ma'am, we have not used.
Okay. Okay, I'm not able to understand. But okay, I guess partially hai, few are having the experience and few doesn't have the experience. But I guess everyone is having the understanding of data. Is it so?
yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes,
Perfect.
ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
we all know, and if we don't know, so let's admit one thing, that AI, all the models which comes into machine learning or deep learning, like if I want to give any learning to any of the machine learning or deep learning model, these models are hungry as hell, and they need data, huge amount of data. We all knows that our grandparents having great experience. How? Because they meet different peoples and they have different varieties of data in their brain. That's why sometimes it happens that our grandparents or our parents used to say, today the rain is going to happen for sure, it will be raining for sure soon, and we realize that in evening the rain is coming and we are unplanned, like we don't have raincoats and we don't have umbrellas to save ourselves. So, and we say, yeah, they are accurate. They are correctly predicts the environment, the weathers, and everything. How? Because they have the past experience. They have the historical data. They have that data in their brain because they know that patterns. So, in a similar manner, all the machine learning and deep learning models need data. Why I am discussing machine learning and deep learning along with Gen AI? Because, okay, currently in today's time, we are just using any LLM's models endpoint. We are calling that endpoint and we are doing some kind of magics and we are like, wow, LLM is giving me answer. No, LLM is having some knowledge and that knowledge is feeded to that. The GPT which we are using right now is GPT 4.1. But if you go and study, you will came to know that GPT 2, 3, 3.5, 3.5 turbo, 4, 4.0, 4.0 mini, 4.0 turbo, all these models are available. So models are also learning. And this LLMs are having huge amount of data. They learned. The huge amount of training has happened with them. Then and then this LLM model is able to predict something. And we are just using the endpoint of it and we are impressed by the performance. So, in a nutshell, if I want to conclude, the only point is data is very much required. If I want to predict anything, if I want to predict the disease at an earlier stage, I need a data, huge amount of data to feed the machine learning or deep learning or any LLM model. Model can understand, model can learn the medical science, the history of patients, the patterns, the everything, and then model can predict at the early stage that this can be happened. Anyone can tell me this chat GPT, the application which we are using, the model is behind that. Okay. What is the main role of that model? If I'm not talking about the image generation part, which is happening nowadays, before that, if I'm getting any textual response from ChatGPT, what is the objective? What is the main role of that model? Anyone?
Initially question answering from the text.
From the prompt, it provide a very precise and correct informations
How?
based on the data or based on the means the model already trained with the various and lots of amounts of the data, and based on that the model can provide the precise and accurate answers.
So you mean model is generating the answers?
Yeah, model is generating answers based on the prompt, and if, how correct you are going to be provide the prompt, and based on that the model is correctly means if you provide a proper input, then you are getting a proper and precise output.
Okay.
It's a
Uh,
madam. It's depends on instruction and input
Correct. So instructions, prompts,
and
that
in
all
It
comes
saves
into
our
prompt
history.
engineering. Sorry?
It saves our history of search.
It depends on the users. We can turn off that. But yeah, If we are
ma'am.
sharing the
So an
history, so it
algorithm
will
is
going to
generated.
understand how our pattern is. Okay, if
Yes, that,
model is learning runtime, that is reinforcement learning.
yes.
And if we already feed the data and already tell the instructions, that is supervised learning. And if we are not telling the what to do, that is unsupervised. Okay. But this LLM, they have only one very initial and very niche objective, that they have to predict the next word. And they completely work on the probability. Even if any one of you observe, if you ask any query and if you write just 2-3 words, it will give you the recommendations of the queries below or of that text box. If anyone notices that,
Yes, ma'am.
if you
It gives.
if you guys want, you can try it right now.
Yes, ma'am. It works.
Right? Yeah,
Yes, ma'am. It
exactly.
gives the response.
Correct. So that is recommendations, and that is nothing. This chat GPT, the huge chat GPT model, works on one tagline, that it have to predict the next word. And that is how it is completing the sentences. It is just reforming the sentences from the history, from the data it is having. The common crawl data set is there. If you guys want to understand, you can just note it down, the data set name, the common crawl. It is approximately 800 TB, the size of that data, which is having all the publicly available Git repos, Wikipedia, every blog which is publicly available, every book, every research paper, everything which is publicly available. That everything is pre-processed and give it to GPT model or any LLM model with the help of tokenization.
Ma'am, please name it again.
That is common crawl.
Common crop. Okay.
And day by day they are improving the data, because we all know, in today's era, the most costlier thing and the thing which is having most importance, that is data. So once the training, like if you guys remember in the older earlier days, I can say, there is one tagline written in the below of the chat GPT's application, the front end part, that data is updated till 13th August 2023. This kind of tagline is written. The last
Yes.
training happened on 13 August 2023. So that means till that period of time, model is having the knowledge. If you ask something about December 2023, model is not able to tell. But once the training is done, the next training is done, model is able to get that data and it will be able to tell us. So why I am discussing all these things? Because I wanted to build the background of the importance of data. And if we have the data, then and then only we will be able to use AI, use Gen AI in healthcare domain as well. Because in healthcare domain, data is the biggest challenge. That I will tell you in the coming slides. Okay, so this is our watch, any of the smartwatch, which we can consider as a wearable IoT device. Okay, now this device is going to track everything, blood pressure, my workout sessions, and everything, heartbeats and all that stuff, my sleeping cycles, my water intake and everything. And it will going to forecast, it will going to predict the stuff. But how? Now this, all the edges, this every information is going and having some computation, and the with the help of machine learning and deep learning models, it will telling us, and we will going to get the suggestions from medical experts as well. And we are going to have get the notifications on our devices, because this, of course, this smartwatch is of course, like having the connection with our mobile phones. If I'm using Samsung smartwatch, I'm using Android phone, and I like usually we used to connect the watch with the phone with the help of Bluetooth, right? To use it in a more appropriate manner. So we will going to get the notification on our phone that this is pending, this is on a higher side. If you guys going to use the smartwatch in gym, you will be going to get that notification on the watch and on your phone as well, that you completed your task, and that circle is going and blinking. It will going to congratulate yourself. So it's like we are tracking ourselves. Okay, now let's discuss the role of AI in smart health. Okay, let's discuss one by one, and then we will be going to demonstrate. We will going to watch the demo of one of the problem statement in the upcoming slides. So the very first thing is we have to predict the analytics. That is, we have to predict the risk of any disease, or we have to predict the disease which is going to happen in the earlier stage. That is one thing which we discussed in the discussion already. Okay, so the next problem statement is medical image analysis. Now, okay, if anyone is having the experience or anyone is having the idea of CT scans, then we all know how CT scans are stored. We all know that we have 3D images, we have 5D images and everything, right? The satellite images and the medical images are 7D. One image can be splitted into multiple images, and it is having very high dimensions. So if I want to discuss about brain signal images, that is the CT scan of my brain, that CT scan images are very high dimensional. They are 7D images, and I can split into multiple images from that. And why this much high dimensions? Because it is having very small particles of informations, because the each cell is having different structure, right? We all know that our nervous system is having complex structure. We all know BNN, biological neural network, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can anyone tell me what is ANN?
Artificial neural network.
And how BNN and ANN relates with each other? Are they related with each other? Is there any similarity between ANN and BNN? Anyone? Do you guys really think that ANN and BNN are very much related or similar with each other? At least you can say yes or no, whatever your thought is.
Yes,
No
maybe
idea.
both,
Uh,
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. They are
Madam,
related to like structure.
ANN and CNN, right?
No, ANN and BNN. BNN is biological neural network, ANN is artificial neural network.
Both are related, ma'am, and maybe I'm wrong, but my predictions could be through the neurons both are related.
Okay, we got
Yes,
one
ma'am. I
response from
also
Mehul.
feel the same, ma'am. Like they are connected. Their interconnection is through neurons or nodes.
Okay. Anyone is having any
Madam,
thought from where this AI comes and everything?
madam, both are using trained data.
Okay.
Maybe ANN is a simulation
And
of
both are
biological
having
neural network.
And both are, madam, both
Ma'am,
are having
ANN,
a hello. Both are having a forward propagation, madam.
Oh, okay.
ma'am, ANN is artificially trained and BNN is inside a living organism. So
Hmm.
one is in machine and one is in living organism. So
Hmm.
it can predict the result, but not exactly because patient to patient everything varies.
Correct. That's why AI is not able to replace the human beings. It can help. Okay, I need a minute.
Yes.
I need to keep my laptop on charging. Just a minute. Allow me a minute, please. Yes, I'm back. Okay. So as you guys are telling me that ANN and BNN are similar, or I can say they are partially similar. That's true. They are very much similar in terms of structuring. Their structure is same, but the working is also same. But as human error rate is less in terms of AI, but again, if I tell about the accuracy part, AI can be great. But yeah, with the help of good data, with the help of good training, AI can work better. We all know, na, like sometimes doctors can make mistake. If doctor is not having proper mental state, or doctor is disturbed or tired, or having some emotional challenges in his life or her life whatsoever, mistakes can be happened. But with the help of AI, the mistakes can be reduced. So yeah, BNN and ANN structures are same, the working is same, but both of them are having their own pros and own cons. So that is one thing. Okay. So we were discussing about the roles of AI in smart health. Let's come to the slide again. The third one is the drug discovery, that is helping how AI can help to introduce or to do the research specifically in any medical area. Okay. The fourth one is personalized medicine or the treatment recommendation. This can be done, and this is happening in lots of hospitals in lots of countries. They build the chatbot. The data is already feed to the chatbot for all the patients and the historical data. The AI is having the knowledge of medical science. So a MD doctor or a MS doctor, that doctor is having whatever the knowledge, the books knowledge, the everything. The same kind of learning is given to the any AI model, and we are getting the personalized recommendation from AI. That is how AI can help. The another one is remote patient monitoring and alerts. That is nothing, the smartwatch which we can use in our daily life. And the last one is the AI chatbot for triggering and mental health. If AI is able to track my sleep cycle, if AI is able to track my food, my habits, or everything, AI can tell that the stress level of like how much stressed I am, how much emotional breakdowns are happening in my day-to-day life. So this is how AI can track us and can help us. But okay, this is the same thing which we just discussed. This is the AI, the between part, the main portion, and all the things can be done with the help of AI. Now I am having one question with from all of you, and I want the response, the prompt response from everyone. What do you think? Is it okay to share each and everything with AI or with any of the
No,
technology?
no.
Of course not.
Okay. Is it
No.
No,
okay to
ma'am.
share my sleep cycle?
No, ma'am.
No.
Is it okay to tell how many glasses of water I'm drinking on daily basis? For females, is it okay to tell everything to AI? about our cycles and hormonal disbalance, balance, and everything. Is it okay to take to tell the AI that I am taking any magnesium or any calcium pills? Is it okay?
No.
No,
It
ma'am.
No.
depends.
Someone told it depends. Yeah, I want to understand how it depends. How we can analyze the dependency.
We just need to check which AI we are talking with, and privacy statement that are our data is used for training to others or not. We have to check all the terms and conditions, and still we have some doubt that my data might be leaked.
Hmm. There's a possibility. If you trained a machine learning model at your local, so there is a limitation. Machine learning will not able to predict as deep learning. Chalo, if you trained a deep learning model, if you trained a CNN model, and if you give the images of your medical imaging, like for an example, you can give brain MRIs, you can give the CT scans. Okay, you feed the 10,000 patients MRI, CT scans, and everything. But along with MRI and CT scans, you have to tell the each and every information about patient to the model. Then and then only model be able to predict. Is it correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Like we have to tell na the name of patient is Komal Lamba, the age is this, she is a female, she is having this examples, these are the medicines she is taking on daily basis, this is how her lifestyle is, and this is her last 3 months CT scans. Then and then only model can able to predict any model. Is it correct? Okay, now
Yes,
question
ma'am.
comes again, is it right way, or do you think that we should share this much data with AI or any technology?
Madam, if we are getting any kinds of surety from the AI model that the data which are related with the privacy are secure, then we can provide that data.
Okay, if I am training at my own house, like if I am doing a training in my local system, okay,
Yes.
I'm training a deep learning model, who is going to tell me that this is secure? From where I'm going to get the confidence or the certification of security?
If it is a federated learning, we might give trust.
Correct. This is the correct, right? Actually, the way how we can use the data with AI. So that is nothing, that is federated learning. Okay, I am moving very fast with the slides. The reason is we already discussed everything. Okay, yeah. So why privacy matters? We just discuss how we can use the AI systems which can create a bridge between data and security and bridges the issues, mitigate the risk, and address the predictions part as well. So the response is federated learning, that is federated machine learning. Okay, so what is happening over here? My data is converted, and that converted data I am feeding to the machine learning or deep learning or any AI model. So for an example, let's assume a Excel or assume a CSV, and the name that Komal Lamba is going to be replaced something like that, KO 3 stars, LA 3 stars. So we will be going to convert the data with some special characters. This can be done with the categorical values. But the numerical values, the variables which are numerical, the age, the blood pressure, the diabetic value, the weight, the height, everything can be also converted. There are few algorithms are there, homographic and alpha values and beta homographics. This kind of algorithms are available, and we can treat that numerical values with the help of that algorithms, and we can change that values mathematically, and that is very much in a manner that we can decode it as well, but we are treating, or we can say we are adding noise to the actual data before training. Okay, now there is one question for all of you. If I am going to train my machine learning model or deep learning model or any Gen AI model with wrong data or data which is having high bias or data which is having noise, am I going to get the correct prediction?
No.
No.
No, ma'am.
Then
Okay,
how I am
सवाल पूछो
getting
मैंने
the
अजय.
correct predictions?
Ma'am, apply some pre-processing algorithm to remove the noise and everything, and then after we have to provide the accurate and perfect data, then and then the model could be able to just predict and provide 100% accuracy.
But if I remove the noise, then in
Yeah.
that case I am sharing the actual data, which is again the security concern.
Yes, ma'am, but maybe nowadays the peoples can train their model with the synthetic data. Means the synthetic data that can be generated from the original data and they can provide that. So I think there could be a concern of security can be revealed at some moment.
Okay, that is happening and that can be happen. But again, we are not in a position to rely completely on synthetic data, because at the end, that is not the real time data. That is the generated one. If I want to predict something with the help of historical data, I need real data. If I want to predict any transaction, or if I want to predict weather forecasting, or if I want to predict some stock market or anything, I need a real data. Correct?
That's true, ma'am. Yes.
All right. So we need real data as well, but we need to address the privacy concerns as well. So here this federated learning comes. It will treat, or it will, suppose it is going to add a certain number to all the age of every patient. And we are maintaining the averaging of that. We are maintaining the mathematical formulas for that. So we are giving the information in a mathematical way to machine learning. Now, why this is helping? Because at the end, all the machine learning models or deep learning or Gen AI, every model is working on neurons, neural networks. And neural networks are working on statistics. So the common part is mathematics, the stats. That stats is able to aggregate and able to help to predict, because prediction is nothing, it is a line of regression. If we all know the line of regression, that is prediction, nothing is there. We are just keeping the stuff in an advanced manner and we are predicting the next word, we are predicting the numerical values, we are predicting the transactions, the sales and everything. So yeah, this is how the prediction can be done with the help of predicted learning as well, and we are able to add the noise in a particular manner, in a mathematical manner, so model can understand. Now even the training which is happening locally, we can store that model in a safer manner over the cloud or in a local system, and we can only store the model's weight. So we can say the image of that model is stored, and we are calling that image, we are calling that model the trained model at the time of inference. Okay, inference is nothing, whatever we are getting prediction in a real time, that is inference. I hope this is not much as a black box type. Is everyone is able to understand or relate what I'm trying to tell? Or we can repeat it again if it seems
Ma'am, please
confusing.
repeat.
Please repeat.
Okay. We have the actual data, the real data, correct? We are adding some mathematical noise. So we are adding the statistical noise or mathematical noise to the real data. Now the data which is having noise and bias is going for the training, and we are training the model of any machine learning or deep learning model, and we are doing the training in local, or we are doing the training at cloud or whatsoever as per our uh, availability or convenience. Now the model which is trained is somewhere over the cloud. We are not calling the model every time. We are just calling the inference. How? We are not taking the whole model because, okay, suppose the actual size of whole model is in a very larger mode, like they are in TBs or GBs. But I just want the weights of that model. So what is that? Now that machine learning model is having the understanding of my patients, is having the understanding of all the historical data I shared with noise, no doubt, but I am calling that weights only. And always remember, the vanilla model is never going to be in deployment or in a production. Always the trained model, the which you train for your data, that model is going to tell you. Okay, let me give one more example. The chat GPT, which we are using in our daily life, if I want to understand a very much, complex and legal thing from that, something related to GST, will the basic chat GPT model is able to help me? Do you think if you want, you guys can go and ask any high level of CA related query? We all know some changes are happening in budget. So ChatGPT won't be able to tell. Or if I ask any complex medical query, any PG needs query, okay, ChatGPT is not able to tell me everything about medical science because ChatGPT is a vanilla model. That is a benchmark model. If I want to make a specialized version of ChatGPT, I have to do the fine tuning. That means I have to give the knowledge of my data to that model, and then I can deploy that model over the cloud and I can use that model. And that is inference. Is it helping now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. So we can move ahead, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So as we just discussed about ChatGPT, this is a Gen AI fine tuning, which we just discussed. That is the application of FL in healthcare. And the earlier example which we discussed, the drug discovery, that is similar. I can use the clinical trials data, the patient's data, along with the medical science data, and my model can be my research partner, which can be going to 24/7 available for me. It can be work with me at my convenience, at my time zone. So that is a better option rather than relying on any other person who might be available or might not be available. So yeah, one plus point for AI. Okay, so these are the few applications of FL in healthcare. These are the algorithms which we just discussed, the differential privacy, the homographic. As we discussed, this is going to add the statistics, the mathematical information to the actual data, and then actual data is going to use for the training and rest we just discussed. Okay, so this is end-to-end solutioning of any application which we want to build with the help of this kind of watches, the devices, the rings, the ECG patches, the smart beds, the clothing part and everything. So the IoT devices which we are using on a daily basis, which we are wearing on daily basis, we will going to get the data from them and we are going to store that data over Azure or AWS, or if we have the space in our locals, we can store. It is not advisable to store in local because corrupt ho gaya, then what we will do? We will going to cry. Nothing is going to happen after that. Yeah, so that's why it's advisable to store all the sensitive information over the cloud with the backup as well. So yeah, if I am going to wear the smartwatch, my data can be collected in a secure manner and can be stored over the cloud. Now over AWS and Azure, if we are storing our data with healthcare, they have most secure environment, that is health-led data and services. Now, Once I'm having the data in most secure manner, I can use my machine learning models and I can train them over the cloud. I can use federated learning. I can give noise to the actual data. I can add noise. I can do the training for privacy as well. I can address the security part. And after that training, I can get the information from my trained model. Now, this is the part of machine learning and deep learning. Okay. We can use Gen AI as well over here. I want to build a chatbot. So that can be done with machine learning. Is it so?
Yes.
We can't build a chatbot with machine learning. We can build a chatbot with Gen AI, not with machine learning. Okay, traditional AI and Gen AI. These are the two parts. All of you knows, right? Anyone tell me what comes into traditional AI? I'm not going to give the marks.
The
So,
older ChatGPT models like 1.2 you mentioned earlier, and then Gen AI is the recent one, updated one. Like we have software in
mm,
our phone, like older one, and then it uh, having some type of changes every time in the software, and then we are having updated software every time.
no, it's not like that. Anyone else? Okay, let me tell. Machine learning and deep learning, this comes into traditional AI. And the large language models, the ChatGPTs, Gemini AI, Perplexities, Llama model from Facebook, all this LLM, large language models, image generation models, stable diffusions, Delhi, and everything. This comes into Gen AI. Okay. Machine learning or deep learning is going to tell me the predictions, going to forecast the stuff, weather forecasting or anything. Machine learning is never going to predict the next word. The motivation of LLM comes from LSTM, long short term memory, if anyone knows. Okay. As the name is, it will not able to understand or remember lots of things. And the large language model, as the name suggests, large, it is having very big complex architect. So the large language models are having neurons up to millions or billions, 8 billions, 30 billions, this 1.5 billions, this kind of neurons, the count of neurons are there in large language models. That's why they are large. Their computations require GPUs. Does anyone try to train any LLM model in their local system if their system is having GPU? या आपने कभी कहीं सुना है कि किसी ने अपने लोकल सिस्टम में एलएलएम ट्रेन कर दिया? Yes or no, at least.
No.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Why?
No, ma'am.
Because this complex models needs GPU and requires lots of data to train and requires huge amount of GPU, larger complexity of computations, and requires lots of time as well because model is bigger, data is large. No doubt they have GPUs, still it requires longer amount of training period. Okay, so why I was telling the difference between traditional AI and Gen AI. Whenever we are generating something, that is Gen AI. The images which we are generating, which doesn't exist in a real time or in a real life, that is Gen AI. The statements which we are getting from ChatGPT, they are not exist anywhere. A smaller difference can be there, but the difference is there. Even if you ask same query multiple times to ChatGPT in different chats, in different conversation, you will going to get the different response. If a group of friends are asking the same query at the same time to a ChatGPT, you will be going to get different answer. I hope आप लोगों ने ये कभी ट्राई किया होगा. If नहीं किया है तो please try कीजिएगा. You will going to understand what is happening at the back end. Okay. So with the help of machine learning and deep learning, we will be going to predict, we will be going to forecast the stuff. But with the help of Gen AI, we will be going to build a chatbot or build a recommendation system, which can be very much interactive with the users. And then that chatbot that can be built on the dashboard, the quick site or Power BI for hospitals, or that can be integrated with a mobile based application only. So this is how a end-to-end solutioning can be done for any of the applications which can be used federated machine learning with the help of privacy preservation, Gen AI as well, for all the IoT devices which are capturing the data from our daily lives. Okay, this is for how to design a solutioning part. Okay, so we can take one of the example, that is remote cardiac monitoring. It is nothing. We just have to monitor with the help of ECG patches, which can be wear on the arms. And with the help of that ECG patches, we will be going to have the data. How my heart waves are going, how my heartbeats are, what is the rate, what is the level of oxygen and everything. And that can going to help me with the data and can tell me if anything wrong is happening with the heartbeat. If my heartbeat is going beyond a certain limit, there is a probability I am going to get ill or I am going to get a cardiac arrest or something. Okay, so that's kind of predictions with the help of anomaly detection. That is, some uncertainty is happening in my graph. If I am sleeping for 8 hours on a daily basis, and if I don't sleep for 3 days, I'm going to get ill. I'm going to get a heavy headache, or I'm going to get some migraine pain, or I'm going to get fever or something, right? So this all are based on the patterns. Okay, let's go to the demonstration part. Till now, if anyone is having any query, we can discuss before jumping to demo. If everyone is on mute, it seems no one is having no query. सबको सब समझ आया है. Is it so? या तो कुछ समझ नहीं आया है तो सब समझ आया है. अब I don't know which one is that.
No, ma'am. We understood. You may go ahead.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Yeah. So let me go from the starting part of it. This is a demonstration. Okay. I can't say that this is the data which is dummy data or the synthetic data, or I generated this data with the help of Gen AI. No, I am having data with me, which is part of my research. So I use that data only to prepare this demo. That is one thing. Okay. Another part is this is a very short demo, and it is the application is currently live, we can say. It is using the model which is hosted on cloud, the LLM model which is trained on medical data. That model is deployed over the cloud, the very first thing. The ECG patches which are used on the patients on the or the people who are actively participated in the activity, and we collected the data for a research, and that data is helping to train the machine learning model first with the help of adding noise. That is the very first part which we discussed. Okay. And moving ahead, that machine learning model is helping to build the graphs for this. Okay. So you can see this graph. As per you guys, what it seems? If anyone wants to contribute, they can. Okay, no problem. I can explain. Okay, so you can see this S underscore 123 dot NPY, this S underscore 101. These are nothing. These are the ID of patients, or these are the ID of participants who participated in the activity. Now, this person is having some historical patterns which we used for training. We track them for more than 3 months, and we have approximately 90 days of data for training. Then we did the inference and we predict something which are partially correct, not correct. And this kind of training cycles happens multiple times in 2 years of time period. For longer period, for shorter period. Sometimes we took 6 months of data, sometimes we took 1 month of data with all the if a person is having fever, we are collecting that data as well, that that person is having fever and consuming this kind of medicines, and then we are observing the heartbeats. The motto of this application or this exercise is to predict the cardiac alerts is that can be going to happen, and we are getting the probability right now that is approximately 75% for all the participants which participated in the activity. That is one thing. So suppose this graph is for this S underscore 12. This can be one of the male or female, which I can't tell you right now. This is very much sensitive information which I'm sharing right now. This can be a data of any participant, and this is the graph, and we can see there is a sudden change in their heartbeat. Usually that person's heartbeat lies from 0.0 and going upward till 0.5 and going downward till 0.5. That is minus 0.5 and this is positive 0.5. But we can see there is a sudden change in the heartbeat. Now, the reason can be some hypertension, the reason can be exercise or anything. But when this kind of alerts are coming to them, they can observe themselves and they can consult to doctors as soon as possible. If they are sitting in a calm position and this kind of alerts comes, they can consult medical help to avoid any uncertainty. This is how AI can help in our day-to-day life with the help of wearable devices. I hope this seems relatable and feasible to everyone. If you have any query, we can discuss. We can check for any other as well. See, this is for S_45, and we can see this is running. Just a minute. So we are getting delays between the alerts. See, it is still running. And we can stop. And again, we can see this patient or this participant is having uncertainty in the heartbeat. And we are getting the notification like this. Irregular heartbeats were noticed. Please contact your healthcare provider for a checkup. Because it is from 0.5 to 1 only. And in an earlier stage, we got that is 0. Like from minus 0.5 to 5, that is a regular one. And the uncertainty is that around 2.0. So the message was different. And this graph understanding is, and the messages are coming with the help of GenAI. Is it looking like a black box?
Yes, ma'am. It's like a black box because we cannot understand why it is happening. It's just giving it's uncertain.
This is a data which is already feed to the model. It is telling the prediction on that.
Okay.
I'm not able to do that exercise right now because it will take time. If I want to call the inference script, it will take time. First thing. Another thing, I can't enter my data because that is a sensitive manner. I won't be able to enter. Another part. And I'm not able to show the name or the patients or anything to you right now. Again, the security. So that's why I replace the names with some IDs. But yeah, we can check for another one as well. This is the another example. Is it helping now? Okay, it seems a black box to all of you. Okay, no worries. Let's come to the PPT. There are few challenges which we need to address for the implementation part. If you guys want to implement. Okay, so these wearable devices are having different formats of the data. We might need to restructure them before doing the training, part one. If we add lots of noise in the data to preserve the privacy, to perform the security algorithms and everything, to address the risk mitigation, there is a probability that we are adding high bias in the training data, and it will going to reflect at the part of accuracy as well. That is another challenge. Moreover to that, if my wearable device is not in an accurate position or it is not working well, there is a probability that I am going to fetch the incorrect data. So the most important part, the data fetching, should be at a correct manner and should be very much accurate. The information should not lost. We should fetch and we should consume each and every information which is used for the training. And the last is for the Gen AI part, that ethical and legal risk. That is comes under the responsible AI part. And if Gen AI outputs is hallucinating, sometimes we say the ChatGPT is not giving the response accurately. This might be the case of hallucination. So if hallucination can be there, we may generate the incorrect output, we may generate the incorrect message, and the patients can get scared and they can consult doctors. So yeah, it is always advisable to not blindly follow the advices provided by AI or anything kind of that engines or applications. It is always advisable to check twice. All of you may notice that there is a line written at the end of ChatGPT. AI engine can make mistakes. I hope everyone notices that.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So this all are the
Yes.
current challenges which we should consider. Yeah, someone is telling something, I guess. Okay. Now it's a QA time. Anyone is having any query, they can ask.
Madam,
Yes.
ma'am, in the earlier live example, suppose the particular person is doing a intensive workout or the pace walk or the running, then again the wearable devices can send the notification. Then how can manage such kinds of the notifications?
Yes, we have to set up this kind of settings that this person is going to do the workout in this time period or something like this. So whenever we are fetching the very first thing, first part is fetching the data. In the
Yes.
starting of 3 months, that person is wearing some wearable devices and we are fetching the data. So we are getting the data. After getting the data, the training is going to happen and the product is going to deployed or application is going to be set. And afterwards, that person is going to get the notifications of something like this. So this is going to happen after a year or maybe 1 year or 2 year after all the process. So when we are fetching the data, that's why it is required to get the historical data of all the patients, of all the participants or of everything. We
Okay.
always says na कि 1 महीने के data पे हम predict नहीं कर सकते.
Yes, ma'am.
If
So
I want to
means
predict something, I can't.
the models may be learn from the patterns which already created.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Correct. Yes. Anyone else is having any query?
Yes, ma'am. I would like to question regarding the animal studies that are done. So, what we can do at that time, because animal studies are important for the dosage calculation part. So, how this AI models can help in the animal study part, and we can reduce, the number of animal used in the experimental purpose.
Yeah, correct. So that comes under animal AI, where this kind of drug discovery is happening, and we are using animals to trial and error purposes. Okay, as per everyone's perceptions, may be correct or incorrect. I would not like to comment on that, but they are using animals instead of human beings. So if any side effect happens or any uncertain thing happen with new drugs, that can be happen with animal instead of human beings. So life loss can be bearable with animals, cannot be bearable with human beings. This is the perception of them, and this is how they are working.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, how we can calibrate the sensors error? Because it might be possible that many companies are using a poor calibrated sensors. So whatever the data collected from the wearable device, it might be not properly calibrated. And if we use those data,
Correct.
our model get incorrect interpretation.
Correct, very true. As we discussed in the challenging part as well, that whenever we are collecting the data, that collection should be at a very accurate manner. Because if my wearable device collecting my data and if it is collecting incorrect data, so the training is going to be in an incorrect manner and the prediction is always going to incorrect. So for all the wearable devices which we are using, we have to check the quality and everything very first thing. Most importantly, the companies which are manufacturing it, they should consider this at a very priority point. They should not use any cheap qualities. Even the chips which they are using for data fetching and for storing and everything, for transferring of data, they should use it at very higher quality.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
Dear participants, any other questions?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Please turn
Okay.
on your camera. Please. Yes. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for this informative session regarding the generative AI. Can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, yes. Now I can
Yes,
hear
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yes, yes. Thank you very much, ma'am, for this interactive session. We have learned about the particular wearable IoT devices, generative AI. Okay, and the session was really interactive. Thank you, ma'am. It's really wonderful.
Thank you so much.
It's-
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you so much. You all of you can connect me on my LinkedIn. It's Komal Lamba only. If you have any doubt regarding AI or any Gen AI part.
Please turn on your camera, participants. We are taking one snap, so please.
Already time.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You with you now.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Participants, now we have 5 minutes break, and then after our next session will be conducted by Dr. Maulika ma'am. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
sharp at 8 p.m. We will meet again.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you
ma'am.
so much, guys. It was a great session.
Thank,
Thank you. Have a nice
thank you,
day. Bye
ma'am.
bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, Maulika ma'am, are you in?
Yes, I am in.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Within
shall we
5 minutes,
check?
we will.
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
but let me, can you just allow me to share my screen so that we can just
Yes,
check it
ma'am.
out if
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You
there
are
are no
allowed.
any
And
glitches. Yeah,
no,
yeah,
ma'am.
share. So I'm
Yes.
just sharing. Okay, now. Just give me 1 minute.
No problem, ma'am. We have right now 5 minute breaks.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Participant will join. Okay, sure. You can start your screen there.
Okay. Can you see my presentation? Is my presentation visible? Ma'am,
Yeah,
Ma'am, your screen is
screen
visible.
is visible. You
my
share your
presentation?
presentation.
Presentation is
No, ma'am.
visible?
Presentation is not visible. Your screen is visible.
Okay, so let me work on that. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, screen is visible. Why presentation is not visible? Is my presentation
Ma'am,
now
visible.
visible?
Now visible,
Oh.
ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.